that even mean, Bauer?
YouTube, I'm back again today for another Bowers play where I play a game against myself, and today I'm very excited to be playing Monopoly Chances for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 plus. Take about 20 minutes to play. Played this a couple times with my kids, and now I'm going to play it a couple times with myself. First, we're going to roll to see who goes first, and 2 here, 3 here. Green's going to go first. So in order to win Monopoly Chance, you have to fill up this little tray right here before the other player. If you do that, you will win the game. Let's get into exactly how it works. And there's a nice little handy-dandy double-sided player reference card. Not used to that for a Monopoly game, but love it. First thing you're always going to do on your turn is you're going to roll the die. Now, the number on the die is going to tell you how many cards of your deck you can potentially flip over, up to that many number of cards, because this is a press your luck style game. So I can flip up to 6 cards that are my green ones, so I'll go with, Bankrupt. That's a great start. So you turn over Bankrupt, much like in Wheel of Fortune. That means your turn is immediately over, unless, of course, you have a card that cancels it out. The good news is that goes into your discard pile, which means the next time you reach into this deck, you're less likely to go bankrupt. Going over here to the blue player, they have 2, so we'll flip over Race Car. Place on any unoccupied corner space. Keep until you're ready to use. So this is a card that will go into one of the 4 corner spaces, which each have their own unique special ability. And you know what? We're actually just going to use that right now. Yeah, because I don't want to lose it with a Bankrupt, because I believe I do lose it with the Bankrupt. So I will play it, play 1 cash card from your draw pile. We'll do it there. And by me playing my race car right here on the go spot, that means the green player, if they draw their specific token card, because I'm the race card, they're the hat, will have to go in one of the other 3 spaces, because when you play this card, it has to be on an unoccupied space. So now I can go through my draw pile, and I can get out any number I want. I'm going to get the big 12 million, because I'll put it on Boardwalk, and then I will give this a quick little riffle shuffle. It's not a riffle shuffle. And then I'll draw my second one, because I'm going to keep pressing my luck, and I got a 2. So I will put the 2 million right here on Connecticut Avenue. Now, I could put it on Baltic Avenue if I'd want, but I'm going to put it on Connecticut. I cannot, however, put it on any of the other spots. And I'll explain. You'll see how that works a little bit later. So my turn is over. It goes to the next player. I'm going to roll the dice. They get a 6 again. Let's go. Bankrupt again. Yeah, I did shuffle these before we started. All right, so green, not a great start here, but as you'll see, this can be a pretty swingy game. Like, I was playing this with my kids last night, and I won at the very end of the game. They're like, what? How did you win? I'm like, because I got super lucky. 11 million, I'll press my luck. I'll go for another one. 3 million, fantastic. I'll put the 3 right here, and then I'll lock down Pennsylvania Avenue for 11 million. So when you play out one of your cards onto one of the spaces, you have to make sure that it meets or exceeds the number that's printed on the board. However, if you're trying to play it on top of someone's card, you have to outbid them, which means you have to go higher than them. So, for instance, in order for green to go here, they would have to have a 3, 4, 5, 6 higher than 2 million. So we got a 3. Ooh, we got our 12. We got our 11. And we got our 10. I swear to you, I shuffled these. 12, 11, 10. So they will take this one over. So they place theirs on top of that. And then they'll go 11, 10. We'll just give it another one, too. Now I'm kind of paranoid about it a little bit there. Just because bankrupt 12, 11, 10. Because 12 is the highest number that you can get in the game. All right, over here. Cool, we got our first chance. So how this works is you draw top card of the chance test. Risky deal. If you have no buildings, take one from Baltic Avenue or Connecticut Avenue and add it to your skyline. If you have any buildings, give one to another player. So that's awesome. I do not, which means I will take, I'll take this one right here. And we place it on the spot that's furthest from the 20, even though I guess it doesn't really matter because you just have to fill up the whole thing anyway. And then you roll the dice again. So whenever you get the question mark, you grab a chance card, do whatever it says, and then roll again as per normal. So 2, 10 million. I'm close to triggering the end of the round, and I think I will try. Got it. All right, so I'll go 4 million on Baltic Avenue. I will go 10 million here. And since every single of one of the property spaces has a money on it, that now triggers the end of the round, which means every other player aside from me is going to get one more turn, which in this case would just be green, to try and do their thing. They got another 6. They are rolling hot. Nope. Stop a flip 2 or a cash card from covering a property. You've claimed, so that one kind of sticks because that's going to get shuffled up. It's not really going to help me right now. Flip 2, force another. That one also kind of stinks. Hat, placed on any unoccupied corner space. Play 1 cash card from your discard pile. I haven't had any. Remove 1 card from the board. That one's. Play 1 cash card on any property. So we'll go ahead and remove 1, and we will remove that one. You're not getting boardwalks. So that just goes into their discard pile. That's nice. Then we got 3. Lucky Break protects against Bankrupt. So cool. We're going to be able to flip Lucky Break. Wow. So that Bankrupt normally would ruin us. However, since we have the Lucky Break, it cancels out. And those get discarded at the end of your turn. It's all nice and neat on the bottom of the card as well. So all we got is a 6. That kind of stinks, but that does mean we can steal. We'll actually steal this one just because we don't want them getting a Monopoly this early, and I'll explain that a little bit. Nah, we'll just take this one. All right, so that is now the end of the round. So when you get to the end of the round, what you're going to do is you're going to look around the board and you are going to claim one of the properties for each one of your cards that you have out that's on top. So right now, green would get a purple. They would get a red, they would get a yellow, and they all nicely fit onto here on your little skyline, and they would get a green. And that's not a bad turn from them. Blue, on the other hand, would get a brown. They would also get a blue, and this is, they now have what's called a monopoly, at least in this game, where if you ever have 2 of the same colored properties, buildings, you get one of these gray buildings from the center. Now, there's only 4 of these. Now, these are also floating buildings as well, because the 4 people who have the highest colored monopolies get those. So, for instance, if green were to get blue, green, yellow, and red monopolies, they would take mine from me because I only have a light blue monopoly, even though they'd won at that point. We have orange, and then, wow, that kind of stinks. I thought we were doing better than that. But hey, I guess not. So now what you're going to do is you're going to retrieve all of the cards, every single one of the cards, except for the chance cards. You're going to shuffle up your deck, and then you are going to rinse, wash, and repeat what we just did right there. So, and you just keep going in turn order as well. So blue triggered the end of it, then green took the last turn, which means it is blue's turn. And if someone had reached the 20, and you can barely see it there, but there's a little 20 right there, and filled their entire skyline, they would win the game. So we got it back set up, so now we draw 4. Flip 2, force another player to flip 2 more cards. Keep this ready until ready to use. All right, nice. 9 million, that's a good start. I might go for, dang it, I was going to go for 1 more. Now, with the Bankrupt, it also takes that card away. So it takes this flip 2 card away. If you flip a Bankrupt card, your turn immediately ends. That means you can't flip any more cards. Place all the cards you flip this turn in the discard pile next to your draw pile. So if I had acquired this flip 2 on the last turn and then gone Bankrupt, I wouldn't lose this. But since I got it this turn, it goes away. Too bad I didn't have a lucky break. All right, over here on the green side, we have a chance. And you don't reshuffle up the chance cards until, I don't think it's actually covered in the rules, but unless you use all the chance cards. Big bet. If you roll a 4, 5, or 6 this turn, take the smallest building from any player and add it to your skyline. The rich get richer. I did. I got a 4. Nice. So I will take the blue, which I believe cancels out their monopoly, but once again, it's not covered in the rule booklet, this type of situational thing. Instead, they put some lucky tips on the back of the rule booklet. I wish they would have put like some frequently asked questions, because I've had that come up actually twice in the 2 games that I've played. So yeah, we're going to take that from them, and I think that means they'd lose the gray. Because that's how it works in regular Monopoly, right? Like if you don't have the properties, then you have to, let's say if you lose one of the properties on your Monopoly, then you have to sell the hotels and the houses on there. So we're just going to go with that house rule right there because it's not covered in the rules, and we'll keep on trucking. So that was a really smart move by them, and so yeah, 4. Bankrupt. Oh well, they got a property out of it. So 5 over here, they need a good draw. Ooh, lucky break. Great start. So they can pretty much just push. So that Bankrupt is negated because that lucky break, and they still have 3 more draws. That Bankrupt, however, not negated. So there you go. Moving over to the right side, they got a 6. Nope. Stop a flip 2 or cash card from covering a property you've claimed. Very powerful card right there. All right. Flip 2. All right. Lucky break. Wow. Bankrupt, cancel out by the lucky break. So we have 2 more cards to flip. Maybe we'll get a money one of these days. Yeah, we got a 12 million. We'll take on the boardwalk. Boardwalk. All right, keep it till ready to use. So these 2, they're primed, they're locked and loaded, ready to go. We can use those, and we want to make sure we use those because if we get to the end of the round and we don't use them, they get shuffled up with all the rest of the cards. So over here on the blue side, we got 11 mil. We got a nope. We got a 7 mil, and we got to feel pretty comfortable. We're not going to draw a bankrupt because we drew a couple of them. So we stop a flip 2 or a cash card from. So we could, the green is thinking about making them flip 2, but we know they're probably going to use the nope on it, but we'll force them to use the nope. We'll do flip 2, they'll say nope, which now means boom, 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 money, money, money. So we'll go 11 here, 10 here, 8 here, 7 here, and that's a big swing. That is a big swing right there. We are really banking on green getting a bankrupt right now. Let's go. 5 million. Bankrupt. There it is. There it is. Blue's in the catbird seat. Blue needs 3 money. And then they can wrap these up. All right, so they got 4. 1, 2. We'll go 1 more. Come on, give me 1 more. Bam, we're done. We're out. I'm not drawing another one because we can cover this and this. And this seems like overkill, but hey, we'll put 12 million there. Which now means that the end of the round has been triggered. Green's going to get 1 more turn, and this is rough for green, too. They got a 4. They got to go for another one, right? And a 3. So they can take 2 properties, and I think they would definitely want to take this one for sure because that one's going to give them a monopoly. And that's all they could take, isn't it? Yeah, they can only take those 2. So they take these 2. That's probably not going to get it done right there, but we'll see. So they take a blue and a green because the round is now over, which also means that now they have a blue monopoly. So they would take that one right there. Then over here, we have the purple. We have the orange, which means we have a monopoly. Second monopoly of the game. We have a red, not a monopoly. Yellow, green, and, we almost forgot. Oh, they also got the green right here, which will, that'll do it right there. Because I don't think blue, oh yeah, look at that. Wait, sorry. This is for them, and this is for them. And that is the end of the game, and green has just won 20-19. Now, I know you're probably wondering, well, what would have happened if both of them would have got it? Players are tied, and the tied player with the fewest buildings in their skyline wins. So in this particular instance, it would have been this player right here. However, they got to 20, they got to 19, and the green player has won. And that's how you play Monopoly Chance. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check out that Amazon link down below. My family sure is enjoying it right now. And I just want to spotlight this. Not used to this from Hasbro. Stepping up their box insert game. Look at there. I mean, it's not a perfect box insert by any stretch of the imagination, but still, it holds cards, it holds all the pieces, it holds the board in here. Very nice slot for the box insert. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. This video is brought to you by all of my amazing Patreon supporters, and I would love it if you would join their ranks and have your name immortalized in the end of many of my videos for the end of time. But consider for only $1 a month, and as always, thanks for stopping by.